All right, so latest news coming in. We have accessed the fresh CCTV footage from the Bengaluru blast site. Earlier, we had shown you certain CCTV footages which were about the exact moment when the blast really happened. I believe this CCTV footage is of the accused. I believe the person wearing the cap is one of the key accused who's seen to be entering the cafe. He also is carrying a bag and then he places the bag and leaves off. He also ordered something. But that's the footage and the visual that we are playing out on your screens right now. He's wearing a cap, dressed very ordinarily in a check shirt and a pant. That's the visual that has come out in the public domain and will also help the police to figure out who exactly this accused is. The visuals on your screen right now tell you about this person who's responsible for that blast that happened that injured about 9 people. This is the fresh visual of the suspect. Of course, based on this, there would soon be a sketch that the police is going to prepare and it will be floated in the public domain as well. We'll try and get you more details on this entire story and also connect with my colleague Ritu, who's been tracking all the developments coming in from the city of Bengaluru. But that's the footage on your screen right now, exclusive visuals here on CNN News 18. These are the first visuals of the suspect who's seen to be entering. Ritu with us on the broadcast. Ritu, do we know anything about the suspect so far? We are playing out that CCTV visual on your screen right now. Please tell us more.
Well, these are the footages that CNN News 18 has access with, wherein we can see the suspect, in fact, in this whole Rameshwaram cafe blast. In one CCTV, we can see him entering the Rameshwaram cafe, and on the other side of the screen, you can see him, in fact, leaving the cafe after placing that bag inside that very close to the hand wash area where that seating area was there. So right there is that's where he had placed that particular bag, and that's when he had kept the bag and had left the Rameshwaram cafe. So these are the CCTV footages that we are showing right now on our screens of this particular suspect. On the other hand, you see what the police is in fact also saying is that they have got a lot of leads when related to this particular incident. They are working on it to at the earliest nab this particular accused. On one hand, we did see different statements coming in. The Home Minister saying, the Home Minister of the state, G. Parmeshwar, saying that within 24 hours, the police department will be successfully able to nab the suspect. On the other hand, we see another statement coming in, especially from the Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaiah, saying that within 2 to 3 days that the police will be able to nab this particular suspect. Now the question is proved that the police is saying that they have a lot of leads when it comes to the particular suspect in the Rameshwaram cafe blast. Why is that the police department, why is that the officials still not being successful in nabbing this particular suspect? Why is it still taking that lot of time as well? That's the reason the BJP is also attacking the government, saying that the government has completely changing the statement every now and then about this particular suspect, saying that they are very soon to nab this the suspect in this case, but there is no action that is there's no result of that words that we are hearing. But however, needs to be seen, because you see in this particular case, what the police department is also believing that there is a lot of link between what happened in the Bengaluru cooker blast as well. There, that particular suspect was seen using the local transportation. He had just acted like the common man traveling from one location to the another location, having that target in his brain to create that fear among the panic among the people as well, by placing that particular the ID blast in that particular case as well. So here also it looks more or over similar as well. But what remains to be questioned over here is that he has used the local transportation, most of the transportation again being from the government side as well, where the CCTV was also installed. Why is that the government still not being able to nab this particular suspect? That's the bigger question that has been raised.
I'm just going to distill the information that you're putting out for our viewers. Could you give us 3 key takeaways from the investigation so far? 3 key takeaways. Well, do we have a sketch of the suspect? Do we know the motive or the organizations behind it? NIA has taken over. What is the key evidence that has been gathered by the police? If you could just simplify that, please.
In a more simpler way, that you see, point number one is that we do know that what the police is saying is that they have all that facial features of this particular suspect, because he can be seen in the CCTV footage clearly entering the cafe and then leaving as well. The amount of time that he is also spending, that is very clear as well. On the second the second point is also that the lot of materials that the police has been able to recover from the spot, the kind of batteries that were used, the circuit with the red and green wire that we can see in a visual as well. On that other hand, the timer that was also used, the digital timer that was used while facing this, the blast for this blast as well. So that is also very clear. The third is also the kind of transportation he has used to reach this particular location. So all this is the three
Okay.
major leads as of now. But however, needs to be seen what is that the police will be able, the officials will in fact further will be able to successfully get when it comes to the leads.
Just a word about the people who were injured, Ritu.
You see, in this particular blast, there were 10 members who were injured in the blast, and we do know that the government clearly making out very clearly saying that all of them happens to be out of the danger. We did see one particular victim, Dipanshu, leaving the hospital. Leaving from the hospital, and on the other hand, one more victim is likely to be released as well from today from the hospital, who happens to be the staff of the Rameshwaram cafe itself, who is identified as Farooq. And moreover, with the other victims, the treatment is underway.
All right, the treatment is underway. The locals who were injured have been shifted to a nearby hospital. That's what Ritu is reporting. The fortunate part is that nobody lost their life in this unfortunate blast that had happened. Ritu, could you also talk to us about the political aspects of it? The state government has been under the line of fire by the BJP.
Well, the BJP, which is the principal opposition here in the Karnataka, is continuously attacking the Congress government, saying the law and order situation in the state has completely collapsed with the kind of incidents that are completely getting reported now and then from in the state. So that is what the BJP mainly is saying. On the other hand, what the BJP is saying that with what the incident that took place in the premises of the Vidhan Sauda related to the alleged pro-Pakistan slogans as well. In that too, the government has failed in taking an action. They have not been able to ascertain a lot of leads when it comes to this particular case as well. On the other hand, what that is that the government is saying that there is no attested report which has been come to, which the government hasn't received that report. There is no action in that also. So all these are the main points that the BJP is racking up at this point in time while attacking the Congress government. And here, moreover, what they are also saying related to the Rameshwaram Cafe blast is also that the government took a lot of time to actually hand over this to the NIA as well, officially for that matter. And in that investigation process, as well, the government is just giving one or the other words out, but there's no action that can be seen.
All right, Ritu, getting us all the details on that very important story. Ritu, one last question that our viewers, of course, would like to know. The question on everyone's mind has been that is there a particular organization that has been identified? Who's responsible for it? You pointed out in your coverage earlier, Harish was also talking about it, how blasts of similar nature have been seen earlier as well, which the NIA is probing. Any name of, any organization that has come out so far?
See, for this reason, mainly that the police department in the different districts of the Karnataka, wherever there are a lot of those accused who are actually being jailed as well, and there might be some sort of a connection for that matter, whether they did know this particular suspect in the Rameshwaram cafe. So in that case, there is an investigation process going on. There's a lot of inquiry that is also taking place. For that matter, to make you even understand precisely as well, you see, the Bengaluru police is also trying to question the particular prime accused when in the Bengaluru cooker blast, Sharik as well, and have shown him those pictures as well, so for him to understand whether he did really know this particular suspect. Is there some sort of a connection with him also? Because majorly in the Bengaluru cooker blast as well, we did understand that how that lot of materials were being received online as well. So whether there are some sort of a groups there, whether this particular suspect was also part of that. So all that, to which organization particularly he had belonged to, or whether that matter it was an individual act as well. So for all that to understand, there's a lot of investigation process going on.
All right, Ritu, thank you so much for putting all of that into perspective. We'll, of course, keep coming back to you for more on that story.